Hello, my name is William Watts, and we're here to talk about men's health for Restore's Men's Health Month. I'm the director of Restore Labs.
My name's Tabor Pittman, I'm Restore's General Counsel.
And I'm Joe Van, I work in marketing.
So the first thing I want to ask you guys is, do you have a self-care routine? If you do, what are its details? Doesn't have to be like going to the doctor or anything, but like how do you make yourself feel whole?
Go for it.
Okay, so for me, calling it a routine is probably a bit of a stretch. I still kind of adhere to diet, exercise, and sleep as being kind of the fundamental underpinnings of my health, self-care routine, is that what we call it?
Yeah.
But otherwise, you know, I just try to get a decent amount of exercise. I do cryo from time to time. When I get a chance, I jump in the sauna. And I don't do nearly as much as I'd like of any of those things, to be perfectly honest.
What about you, Joe?
Probably not as regimented as Tabor, but yeah, I exercise, I watch my intakes and understand that living in Austin and doing what I do, there's gonna be weekends where it just kind of tips over on one end or the other. So just kind of managing that as a holistic system. So catching up on sleep whenever I lost sleep over a wedding weekend, or cleaning up my diet the week after kind of binging heavy, eating out with family and such. But generally keeping all the systems kind of in stasis over a long period of time versus just hardcore, goal-focused sprints.
So we've been talking a lot about proactive stuff or restore modalities or diet and exercise. When was the last time you guys went to the doctor?
Literally years, multiple years.
What about you, Joe?
I coincidentally just went to the doctor last week to do a cautionary checkup on a tweak on my knee that I had been monitoring for the past few weeks.
Yeah.
It had gotten to a point where it wasn't getting substantially better, but it wasn't getting worse. So I thought I would call in a professional and get some like x-rays or...
What about a physical? Like, when's the last time you went to just get that physical that you're supposed to get?
Grade school, when I needed to have a required physical and a cough.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would make you go to the doctor though?
I think there are plenty of good reasons to go to a doctor, especially for regular checkups. I tend to hesitate, and I think it's just those kind of common, I don't necessarily always want to know if there is something wrong, like maybe it'll go away.
Yeah.
And then just the sort of belief that it's temporary, the thing that's bugging me right now is it's not going to persist.
What about you, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, half the time it's like hoping that it gets better and wishful thinking, and then to be honest, the other times it's like pain in the ass to go find who's in my network. I don't even know how to log into my insurance provider's website, that whole hoop, and then having that awkward moment of like, okay, how much is this gonna cost me before I walk into the building? Is like a very difficult like conversation and just step. It's a pain in the butt, and to do that in a busy work environment, it's like, it's not fun, so I'm less likely to do it.
That's right, it's not uplifting, it's not convenient, it's not fun, it's mildly scary, mildly frightening, right? To think I'm going to the doctor for XYZ. If we could eradicate that, and if it could have a more uplifting feeling, more of a, like, rather than just be about this thing that you're dealing with, it being about, we're gonna deal with the thing you're dealing with, and then we're also going to kind of help you otherwise improve your steady state. Right? Then it might be a little bit more of an incentive to go.
To add to that, I think I wish my doctor was better connected with the people who could solve the things that my doctor recognizes. So like in that example, well, you're feeling pain in your hip, which I can give you drugs for.
Yeah.
But we should probably solve what's causing that pain, which we have down the hall. Here's this other specialist, let me bring them in now.
Yeah.
Like, none of the options are being weighed against
each other. Yeah, the benefits checklist. So you have to do that at home as an uneducated, uninformed, you don't have anyone to trust. So you're comparing these. And most people, I think, will choose the easy option, which tends to be the pill. But if because presented the other options, like, this is a year of physical therapy, but this will fix your problem.
Yeah.
It's a tough
And then we get back to what you're talking about earlier with like the internet misinformation. You're an uninformed reader. You're like, I don't know what to make of this.
Right, it's
what
tough.
am I supposed to do?
It's tough.
Cool. Well, this was really fun. Happy we could do this. It's good to get everything out. Thank you guys very much for joining in the panel. It was really fun just to talk to you guys and hear your thoughts about health, stress, all that stuff. So yeah, thank you.